camera,
now
didn't you?
vegetarian.
Now you're vegetarian. Oops. Houston, we have a confrontation. We're surrounded! Oh my god.
So without further ado, let's introduce Harry and Jeanette.
Mr. Speaker.
Jeanette Fitzsimons.
Mr. Speaker, congratulations on your election. The Green Party will support you in your efforts to raise the standard of debate and behaviour in the House. It is time.
So whilst Jeanette spends most of her time down in Wellington at Parliament, Harry spends his time looking after the farm up in the Coromandel. They have all these chestnut groves, they've got sheep, cows, chickens. Most of our mornings were spent harvesting these chestnuts.
By skilled application of the boot, you see, one is able to make them go...
Go how?
So all of these chestnut trees have been producing nuts for a fair few years now. The yield from each and every tree meticulously recorded.
Evidence of more than likely rats or possums?
Could be either.
Yeah.
Can't see any.
So as with any farm, there's always a lot of work to be done when you have any livestock. We assisted Harry in moving his flock of sheep across the farm, with Kilo's assistance, of course, down to the chestnut orchard. The reason for this is that the sheep then help to clear up the orchard, giving them a good diet of the old chestnuts, and also fertilize the orchard at the same time. So we began by moving them down the paddocks, that's the barn that we were staying in, into this pen where we checked them out for fly strike, and then along the road up towards Harry and Jeanette's house, to the entrance to the orchard.
Oh, you're such a pretty cow. Oh. Hmm? What do you mean, hmm?
These guys were waiting around for their bucket of chestnuts. Harry distributes among his cattle all the reject chestnuts, the ones that are either too small or a little bit too rotten, and the cows love them. So the reason we'd actually sped up country to get to Harry and Jeanette's farm was in order to look after it for them whilst they went away to Wellington, to one of their sons' weddings. And amongst other things, one of our tasks was to clear out some of the thistle growth.
Not so young Wiki. Hello?
Ancient Wiki.
Ancient Wiki.
Ancient Wiki. Oh, still very cute. Still very cute. Yes, like some Wiki. Oh, jealous the little. Look at that. Look at that. We may be old, we may be arthritic.
But we like a good belly scratch.
Love a good belly scratch.
The view from their place overlooking the farm, looking down towards the barn in the distance, and they own all of that land that's up on that hill. This is their house, a beautiful solar passive building they've constructed themselves. All of their energy requirements from these two banks of solar cells. They also have a mini hydro wheel which only flows when the rain does.
This is Thames, just at the beginning of the Coromandel Peninsula in New Zealand. That's cool. Okay.
This is a nice town.
It's beautiful
From what
town.
I've seen of it, it's very civilized.
There was a lovely organic shop in town that we visited. Our hosts were quite instrumental in setting that up. Meanwhile, back on the farm, this is the barn that we were actually staying in. Now, the barn was originally used for Harry and Jeanette to live in prior to them actually building their house that they presently live in. So, after all that time and the last bit of footage you saw at James's where I was explaining what we're going to do to the van, I haven't actually shown any completion. Yeah. So anyway, there's the two benches over the arches, and we've got,
Which used to be perfectly white, but it's just dust and stuff.
Yeah.
Sand.
Yeah, there's other two planks going there, and
Fill in the holes.
yeah, there's plenty of space beneath and plenty of space on top. And this is fairly civilized. Sitting, watching Harry and Jeanette's farm. Whilst Harry has a doze. Oh man.
Now don't get lost when you go hiking in it, okay, babe?
Yep. One will try.
I think kilo's a bit like WTA. Tell you what, we're going to get a lot of great shots here. I mean, so the bush-covered hill up at the back there has been intentionally left with native growth on it. So this is the bougainvillea that was outside our barn door. And the view immediately outside our door. The long drop, incidentally, was just down that hill. So this is a typical morning.
Oh. Morning. What the hell, eh? What the hell?
Especially since that's Spice out there. I know what Spice does whenever she sees Kilo.
Houston, we have a confrontation. So no need to worry, nobody was injured during these scenes. Man nor beast. Kitty was just having a little bit of harmless fun. We kept her under control most times, in fact. Spice, that cow coming up there, did most of the
You're a crazy
work.
beast. Oh shit, here comes Spike. Pissed off the wrong cow, man. Pissed off the wrong cow.
So Harry and Jeanette's was a great place to have worked. We met a couple of interesting friends of theirs, an Israeli family who'd been travelling around woofing. Harry took us round to one of his neighbours who was growing feijoas, where I think we probably ate as many as we picked. We learnt a great deal about chestnuts, about olives, farming in general, and the state of play within the farming industry here in New Zealand. And that brings us to the final stage of this little story, and that's collecting our stuff from Auckland at last and making our way south to Wellington. Van didn't like the hills too much. Went a lot better on the downhills. We took a slightly different route, obviously, to the one that we originally went up north. This time taking us down the other side of the desert road, or the volcanoes in the middle of the North Island, through National Park, across towards Wanganui or Whanganui, depending on who you talk to, and then south down the west coast, and on to our final destination, which was Otaki. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Till next time.